Today's character corner comes to us from A Noons '06, and this is from a couple months ago. So it's a long comment, but I'm going to read the entire comment because I'm trying to go back and find it now, especially by the time this hits YouTube, it's going to take forever. So I'll just read the whole thing. People have tried to use the information given in canon to properly size the planet, and there is basically one way they found. There's a river of known width in one country that can be seen in an overhead view with the entire island in context. Using that width to size the island, you can use that new size as a reference for the next image, which has that island in context with a few more islands, which lets you size the grand line. Okay, I'm with you so far. Then you can use that to measure the total number of latitude lines of that width make up the hemisphere. Of that which, I think it's that which makes up the hemisphere. Then you can get a circumference and calculate the diameter. When the original poster said it's 2 or 3 times bigger than the Earth, they're talking about the diameter of the Earth, which means the surface area is close to 9 times greater than Earth. It's big. He spelled it BEEG, which is way bigger than regular big. Great comment, and that really raises some interesting questions, doesn't it? Like, literally, what the hell? So, 9 times the surface area. They're saying 2 to 3 times the diameter of Earth. So, I guess when I said twice the diameter of Earth, I don't, either I didn't see the comment correctly or I wasn't really conceptualizing what that meant. Like, because, you've got the diameter or something. If you're talking about twice the diameter, we're talking about this. 3 times the diameter, we're talking about this, right? Like, it's just not. It's not like 2 times 2 is 4. Well, 4 is a lot, but it's not. It's not much more than 2. No, we're talking. It's much bigger than that, right? So 9 times the surface area. That's insane. So for the planet to have less gravity with 9 times the surface area being twice the diameter of Earth, it's still possible, but that would mean they have almost no heavy metals in the crust or in the core, which is possible. Maybe that's why their technology hasn't evolved beyond what we've seen, because we're seeing pirate ships, but we're also seeing pretty elaborate guns, which I don't think saltpeter and whatever else they make gunpowder from, I don't think that stuff is considered heavy metals. But what if they don't have a lot of the heavy metals we would need for like high technology? I think gold's a heavy metal. But we see plenty of gold. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm trying to, look at a magic show with science, but still, that's just the way my brain works. I think that I can still do the low gravity, even though we're talking it's a planet twice the size of Earth. And it could actually even fit with the fact they don't have high technology. Now, I'm talking on my ass because I don't have all the foundation of knowledge I would need to make that statement and make that authoritative claim. Because I don't know what constitutes heavy metals specifically. I assume iron, but like there's probably a lot more to that. And I don't know how much of heavy metals would be needed to have a high technology society. So, like for instance, say there's just very low iron, but like we see iron all the time. Though we have swords and we have cannons and stuff. Maybe it's a different kind of metal. It's a lighter metal. Maybe it's not iron. It looks like iron to us, but it's a lighter metal, which would explain why you can see people moving these things around sometimes, having really large swords or having metal jaws and stuff. Maybe it's not actually iron or steel. It's lighter versions of those things. Lighter, less gravity. Okay, that's my headcanon. Okay, my headcanon is this planet has less gravity, and the reason it does is because its iron is lower weight, but still retains the toughness. And whatever lack of heavy metals are required to keep them at this technology level, that's what's in place. So kind of retrofitting it backwards. But hey, it's my headcanon. I can put whatever I want in there. As long as it's not, contradicted by what we've seen on the screen, which I don't think it is. One more thing real quick. Because we're now in a filler arc, that means people who don't like filler arcs will never watch what I'm about to say. Even if they did come for a first comment corner, they probably have dipped out by now. So only people who watch filler arcs are now watching, which means I can say whatever I want about everybody else. I can call them nerd herfers. Those stupid, dirty, smelly, nerve hurting, only canon watching a-holes will never see what I'm saying because they refuse to watch filler. We can let our hair down. You can put something in the comments that is insulting people who only watch canon stuff and don't watch filler stuff because they'll never see it because they're never going to click on this video. We can say whatever we want with impunity. Only filler lovers here for the next 13 episodes or whatever. I'm going to specifically check. I keep like being vague because I don't remember exactly. I think it's 131 to 143 is a filler. But so for the next 12 filler loving episodes, we can say whatever we want about these canon only snobs. Snob ass MFers. Say whatever you want. Anything goes. As long as it's not like, actually bigoted. But, Alrighty, having said that, you know where we are. You know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. Load me up with all this filler stuff. No cold open, huh? Although, if the story sucks, I'm going to say it. Like, I have no dog in this fight. I'm here for good story. If we don't get good story, you're catching these hands. Metaphorically. Oh, she's sad. Or she's sick. Say, there's a filler island out there. I'm not doing this all the time. Trust me. Hey guys, I just saw a filler island. What is the problem? Everybody's acting like they're sick or something. You guys are sleeping way too close for me. I need to stretch out. I'm a big man. No, man. Like Luffy's got the top bunk and he's like laying down on top of the next dude. Kick his ass. Yeah. Kick his ass. Yeah. Okay, Clint Eastwood. That's right. Like I said, kick his ass. That's right. Hey, an exciting island. One of the 900,000 islands we have, right? By the way, is that canon like the fact that they have that little climby thing they can go up the mast to the top from the... Because I haven't seen that before. Maybe it's a new part of the ship, but like I've not seen where they can be in their bedroom and then climb right up onto the ship like that. But that's the thing with a story like this, you can just create a new island and have a whole adventure on there, and it just be its own self-contained thing, right? Who's to say what's real and what isn't? What's a real island and what isn't, right? Of course he does. Hey, man, good stuff. I like non-perishable food. They look like pineapples. They're coated as pineapples, but he says non-perishable, whereas pineapples are perishable. Wait, where's Robin? When they made a filler arc, did they not know she was joining the crew? What's happening? Yeah, you definitely need somebody watching the ship at all times. Yeah, yeah. What about our captain? Yeah, but he's an idiot. So, you you win. Good point. Kick his ass. Yep. But doesn't he know like what medicines look like, what herbs and stuff you use for medicines? Here's another thing. He's one that should be doing the trees anyway because he can stretch his arms up there. Stretch him up, grab him, put him back in. He's perfect for that. It's about time she gets back to navigating. It's been a minute. He's good for protecting the ship. What I was going to say though was, hey, make it a contest. What I was gonna say was that shouldn't he be like looking for medicine? Like he knows which herbs and whatever. Dumbass. Unbelievable. What a simp. But he would know what herbs and like plants can be used as medicine, right? That should be a good thing. Like you should have him out there, and somebody else should be watching the ship. The only good part about this is he's strong enough he can change into a form where he can protect the ship. So that's good. What are you lonely? What's happening? What's the problem here? Oh, I see. That's right. So is his aspiration to be a captain? I thought he was happy being a doctor and just having a group. So this is what you think of everybody. We're seeing a new side to him, a darker side. This is what he thinks of everybody. Yeah. Really? Okay, here she is. So she is part of the crew. Okay. I thought maybe the people that wrote this one didn't know about this development. You better be scared. She can protect the ship. You go out and look for those herbs that can be used as medicine. Yeah, I don't trust you either. Yeah, we're aware. Thank you. That was just last episode. What is she reading? The rainbow something? You better be scared. She interrupted your play. What is it? Cosplay. It's a ship, by the way. You should have this stuff like this stowed away so it can't fall off the shelf and smash onto the floor. All this stuff should be showed. Dad would be horrified. Everything is put into a secure place. Ships rock, man. Even on the metal ships, they would do that. This is a wooden ship. That's right. I like her little coffee maker there. Hmm. Is this a flashback? It is. Gotcha. No better way to fill out, pun intended, an episode than with a flashback. Look at it. Create a poisonous gas. Incompetent. Hey, man, that potion will come in handy. Is that how he discovered that? He discovered the potion that lets him, get up to the rumble ball or something, right? Gotcha. Okay. So he makes his own tools and toys instead of Usopp. Very useful. She's eavesdropping, by the way. Maybe you don't want to talk with your in-head voice. You better be scared. Yes. She has magic powers, dude. And you wasted one of your rumble balls. Dumbass. What is this kid's problem? You wasting water? You smashed your coffee machine? What the hell's wrong with you? Slap. Yeah, but not if you keep wasting them. Hey, what is her weak point? Don't tell me she has no weak points. You. Don't tell me he's gonna fall in love. That's right. Yeah, he's all right. What am I saying? Of course, he's my second favorite character. He's awesome. But see, what's interesting about this They already established at the end of the last episode that he was already taken with her, right? Like she'd already converted him. So they're kind of redoing that storyline for this episode. Yeah, you wasted the water, dumbass. Yeah, so make this happen. Yeah, that's a good division of labor. Now she can go, steal all his potions supplies, right? Hey, that's the first time we've seen her card, I think. So it's only hands. Like I assume she could do feet as well, but she never does. Maybe it is only hands. Lazy a hole. Apparently, these monkeys are not happy with what's happening here. How dare you steal our food? He is so unserious. You are not supposed to make eye contact with these dudes, or they will attack you because they consider that a challenge. You dare challenge me? Sure, you did. Everybody's in their own head for this episode. Idiot. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Just get it done. Don't make us say it twice. Hmm. We haven't seen him do this stuff here. Like, use his swords with a call out and attack and then it accomplish something that I've noticed. Maybe he was doing that very early on in the series, but what we just saw here, we have not seen him be doing that. No, right? Interesting. I'm sure it's just non-canon stuff. We'll never see it in the main story, but what is she mapping in the island? I thought the goal was to map the islands in relation to each other, not map each individual island. Get the hell out of the way. Don't make her get large. He is sweating, and I think it's more from fear, than it is from the exertion. Then again, my God, could he be any more scared of her? Yep. Look at him. He is pissed. So I assume she was around Crocodile almost all the time. Like he seemed to keep her close. So that's what she's referencing here. I'm glad there is fresh water here, considering how much you wasted. An entire barrel wasted. Really? That's how you're gonna fill it? One bowl at a time, huh? I'm just saying, man. You put the barrel in, lift it up, drag it back. He's gonna have to carry back the ship. So assuming you can lift it, and then you only need to put about that much more in. Inefficient reindeer. That's right. Keep working. Yeah, that's right. I was eavesdropping. We call him Sensei. She's basically an a-hole. You would like her. She loves alcohol, so I would like her. That's right. Phil, some of the time in this episode. Guess it, probably each character in the crew is going to get a centric episode during this filler arc, right? Which will be interesting. I'm assuming some of this, if I was doing this, would be the little bits and pieces from the manga that never made it into the original storylines, right? Like maybe this was part of one of the manga's issues, and they just couldn't fit it in because of pacing. Not that they seem to care about pacing. I'm just saying it's possible, right? A few lines. It could be something like a stray line of dialogue about how he first learned how to do potions or something from her, and then they're basically they elaborate from there. That's how I would do it. I don't know if that's how they did it here. One of the things they do that I like, which is the darting around. Luffy does that a lot too. And we've seen Usopp do it. Basically, when they're full of anxiety, they dart around, That's right. You better quote chapter and verse. Damn, she wasted alcohol. Nah, she just passed out. Been there, done that. Oh, I see. So he gets to rescue her. Talking big. Don't be talking big. So this is his doctor origin story. Gotcha. Wow. No pressure though. That is a terrible idea. You're putting your life in the hooves of a reindeer who has never practiced medicine before. That feels foolish. Would you be one of the first? Would you want it to be the first person to eat a meal cooked by Ratatouille? No, you wouldn't. You're not necessarily racist against rats. I am, but you're not necessarily. But you don't want to be the first. Would you want to be the first doctor? Would you want to be the first patient to be operated on by a brain surgeon? Like literally their first brain surgery? Somebody has to be the first. Ain't me. And that's a human being. We're talking about. Then you have the added complexion of him being a reindeer. I don't know, man. Bring in a couple of homeless people and have him work on them first. Just saying. So all his medicine comes in balls. Why is that? Maybe it's easier to do a ball of medicine than it is a pill, right? It's basically a large capsule. Give her some water if you're gonna have her eat all that. Swallow that. I can't tell. Do you have to swallow or can you chew it? It stinks. He spends a lot of time sweating for animals who don't sweat. Yes, that's his humanity, right? That's right. Sneak around. He's just so cute. You killed me. This is the ghost of the doctor talking to you. Better get used to it, or better not get used to it. It doesn't come often. The only time. That's why I suspected, yes. Yeah, an a hole, like I said. What a jerk. He's got big dreams. You did say too much. How dare you? Yeah, bring that damn water. She's incepting his mind. You're supposed to be writing her letters. And you ain't been doing it. Sure could use a hand. Guess they're back. But what's the problem? Are they eating monkey? Are they eating monkey? Because I don't like it. You didn't risk nothing. He didn't even risk getting a hangnail. Zora always does a good job. Yeah. Simp. Yes, Mosshead. Does kind of look like Moss now you mention it. What is this, a sitcom we're ending on laughter? Yeah, it's almost like nothing happened. We could have completely skipped this episode and it would have been fine. A little bit of character development that will not be followed through upon. But here's the thing. We'll talk about this at the end. Say, really? Did I laugh? Was I entertained for 20 minutes? Relatively speaking, sure. Maybe I should grade the filler episodes. Because I'd give this a 5. There was a lot of funny moments. And there was a lot of, like, I feel like they're just wasting our time. So, 5, right? I'm going to come into each filler episode mind open. I'll make my jokes. They're going to catch these jokes. Don't worry about it. They're catching it. I got my jokes lined up. They're going to catch the jokes about being filler. But having said that, I'm going to have an open mind for every one of these episodes. If they're great, I'm going to say it. If they're mediocre, which this one was, I'll say it. And if they suck ass, I'll say it. See, the reason why this is mediocre is like he already liked her at the end of the last episode. So it's like they're manufacturing BS conflict because they have to fill the time, right? And that was their device to talk about the past with the doctor, which that was stuff we already knew as well. Elaborate a little bit on it. But here's the thing: it's like again, journey, not destination. So the destination went nowhere. I enjoyed the journey enough. I don't feel like this wasted my time. Literally, like I was like, damn, I should have been doing something else. But I've had a better time watching the show. So 5.